Hey guys, Soda Magic here. We've got the full details on the upcoming Secret Lair Extra Life 2021 edition, and I'm just gonna skip right to the part that I know you want to see. It's the famous artist with their cards there. She made the one on the left, in case it wasn't obvious. We got another artist reviewing her work there, and then we got the final one, the dude behind Metalwork Colossus. So yeah. In case you didn't see my last video, or I don't know, you forgot what they look like, they had other artists come in and kind of do a more professional version, I guess, an alternate art version. So yeah, that's that, and it looks like, yeah, we are limited to just those three. I remember I said, oh, I bet there's two more that we just haven't found yet, but then I forgot, oh, that's right. We're actually getting 6, because you get the left one and the right one, so... Well, still, it's not like we've never seen a Secret Lair that has 10 cards in it, but yeah, no, this is it. It's just these 3. But what more do you need? They're freaking amazing. So non-foil is $39.99 US. There's the other prices. And traditional foil, unfortunately, so they're going to curl, that's a shame, is $49.99. So starting at the beginning, they say we are once again honored to continue our partnership with Extra Life for another year. Thanks to your kindness, we've been able to donate over $3.7 million, amazing, since 2015. And they said we're donating 50% of each Extra Life 2021 purchase, so the gross amount, not the net amount, which is much higher, obviously, purchased directly to Extra Life. So these adorable cards will be available to pre-order on secretlair.wizards.com beginning 9 a.m. Pacific Time, November 5th, and only going through November 8th. So this is not the usual month-long that we're kind of getting used to. It's only 3 days like it used to be. Yes, the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th is only... well, it depends if you count the times. Okay, whatever, just order it one of those days if you're interested. And from my comment section, boy, it sounded like a lot of you are interested. So it says, what is Extra Life, in case you haven't heard of them. I don't know how that's possible, but okay, somebody probably hasn't heard of them. Formed in 2008, Extra Life is an annual, which I could have sworn is more than annual at this point, but okay. A fundraising event where people from all sorts of gaming spaces come together to support the Children's Miracle Network of hospitals. Although the way they work is you have to pick one hospital, so usually it'll be like local to the streamer's area. So I could have sworn that they did something outside of their main big annual thing. I thought they did it at like the 6-month mark. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought it's more than annual at this point, but maybe it was just coincidental timing, who knows. But in this particular case, and this is where some people took issue because it's the same as last year, 100% of Wizards donations go directly to supporting the Autism Center at Seattle's Children's Hospital. So not your local hospital, just Seattle. I mean, sick kids are sick kids. Who cares where they live? And they didn't choose where they live. Their parents did. But, like, it really doesn't help that Seattle is quite possibly the #1 most hated city in all of America at this point. So, boy, even worse than it was in previous years. But, okay, whatever. A lot of people are just like, I'm supporting sick kids, whatever. But, like, Seattle has so much money, and it's run by such crooked people, and there's so many perverts there running the schools. It's if you heard some of the stories, I know people used to live there, and trust me, even the stuff you're hearing from the media, it's 10 times worse. So they couldn't have picked anywhere else, really, or kind of spread it around or say, can you make an exception? It's going to be like $1 million. Can you spread it around to 10 different areas? Or no, I guess not. So that's my issue. But other than that, I think this is wonderful. So they even say, blah, 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 it's in Seattle. One way to give to those in need through the community you love. No, I hate the community in Seattle. Honestly, at this point, if the military just decided, let's just airstrike them off the face of the planet, I'd be like, all right. I get where you're coming from. I may not support or not support it, but it would make sense. Would the world be better without Seattle? Absolutely. 100% absolutely. So then they say, what's in the drop-in? I mean, you've already seen it, but we wrangled a group of extremely talented children and asked them to draw us their take on iconic magic creatures like Muldrifter and Cheddarhoof Behemoth. We took those young Picasso's masterpieces. Nah, they did a better job than Picasso. Picasso was a hack. And handed them over to all-star artists Lars Grant West, Chris Ron, and Magali Villanueva to bring their drawings further to life. You get 2 copies of each card in the drop, one with the kids' art, one with the more professional artist interpretation. We're not going to lie, it's super cute. It really is. The flavor text comes from conversations with the kids, too. See, I knew they didn't directly write it because no kid would write, that well. But I think they interviewed them about, like, what do they like? What do they do? What if they were in the forest, what would their actions be like? Just kind of fishing for something to write. And kids, if you haven't talked to, like, little kids, they are batshit crazy little maniacs. So, of course, they came up with something related to cheddar cheese because... the kid was thinking cheese. I mean, it's just, there you go. I'm commonly thinking about cheese, but it doesn't usually make it into everyday conversation, which is why kids are the greatest. So do some good and get multiple copies of some awesome cards. Support Extra Life today. So if you were ever to get one secret lair, this would pretty much be the one to get. I mean, in my opinion, it's got meaning to it. It looks the absolute wildest. I mean, we've seen some pretty wild ones, but you see this and they're like, oh, did a kid draw that? And then you can tell them, oh yeah, it's a charity thing. And then, maybe get somebody else interested in their further charitable work and stuff. So, yeah, really no downside to this one other than people ran the calculations and Wizards is making quite a lot of money on this. But, I mean, 50% of the gross revenue, they aren't making much money. They're probably making 8 to 10 times less, at least, than like a normal secret lair. So, can't really complain about that. No sense running it into the ground and have a wizard lose like $1 per pack or something. That would be kind of counterproductive. So yeah, not much more to say about this other than, put a little thing in the calendar on your phone to pop up at 9 a.m. on November 5th or 6th or 7th or 8th. And yeah, get ready to show these off to your friends for the next 10 years. Oh, and if anybody knows about any charities that are raising money to have Seattle reclassified as part of Cuba and kicked out of the U.S., let me know about that and I'll link it down below as well. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next time.